BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
Australians continue to place substantial bets on the Melbourne Cup, a surprising trend given widespread claims of waning interest in the iconic race and persistent animal welfare campaigns. Despite a notable decline in overall horse racing wagering across the nation, turnover on the Melbourne Cup itself has remained remarkably resilient. Figures reveal that wagering turnover for the Melbourne Cup fell only slightly from $221 million in 2020 to $214 million last year, with the 5-year average spend holding steady at an impressive $220 million. According to Racing Victoria data, this steadfastness in Melbourne Cup betting stands in stark contrast to the broader Australian horse racing industry, which is grappling with a significant downturn. Overall gambling on horse racing has plummeted, raising concerns about the long-term viability of the sport. In Victoria alone, wagering on horse racing experienced a substantial 10.2% decrease in the last financial year, following a 4% drop the previous year. Total wagering turnover in Victoria declined from $9.1 billion in 2022 to $7.9 billion last financial year. Racing Victoria attributes these wider industry challenges not to declining interest, but to a confluence of economic factors including cost of living pressures, rising interest rates, a shift in gambling preferences towards other sports, and a reduction in advertising and customer promotions, alongside increased regulation. Similar downward trends are evident in New South Wales, where wagering revenue has seen a 9.6% decrease over 2 years, with gambling turnover dropping from $335 million in 2023 to $302 million last year. Despite these broader industry headwinds and vocal opposition, the Melbourne Cup continues to draw significant betting engagement from individuals who may have little to no sustained interest in horse racing beyond this singular event. Gambling researcher Charles Livingstone from Monash University characterizes the Cup as an event, for those less familiar with equestrian pursuits, a lucrative opportunity for bookmakers. He likens it to a grand final, a prime marketing moment for gambling companies, offering a platform to entice individuals who wouldn't typically bet into downloading their apps. Livingstone suggests that once an individual, particularly a younger male, downloads an app for the Cup, gambling companies will leverage this by offering incentives to bet on other popular sports like AFL, cricket, and tennis. Both Racing Victoria and Racing NSW have pointed to a decrease in free bet promotions offered by bookmakers as a factor contributing to the overall revenue decline, a tactic that faced condemnation from a parliamentary inquiry into gambling harm over 2 years ago. In Victoria, the number of free bets on horse racing fell by nearly 10% between July and November last year, resulting in a reduction in money wagered on these promotions from $184.6 million to $166.7 million. Intriguingly, despite this reduction in promotional offers, bookmakers saw their margins increase last year, climbing from 14.2% to 15.4%. Racing Victoria attributed this rise to a higher proportion of less favored horses winning races. Aaron Morrison, chief executive of Racing Victoria, stated in the group's latest annual report that the organization was fortunate to have benefited from stronger than average wagering operator gross margins, which drove strong Racefield's product fee income and offset the turnover decline. Product fee income represents Racing Victoria's share of money wagered on the sport. International gambling giants are also acknowledging the shifting landscape. In August, Dublin-based Flutter reported that Australia continues to experience a softer racing market, which is expected to continue in the near term, while observing continued growth in the broader sports market encompassing AFL and NRL. Flutter's filings indicated that its Australian subsidiary, Sportsbet, has shifted towards more targeted promotional offers, terming this strategy optimized generosity after reducing overall spending on such promotions. Similarly, gambling titan Entain noted continuing softness in the underlying market in Australia, with its local brands, Neds and Ladbrokes, experiencing a 7% slowdown in growth during the 6 months to June 2025. In an effort to revitalize the spring carnivals and appeal to younger demographics, Racing bodies have invested considerable resources and effort. These initiatives include collaborations with major music festivals, such as those promoted by Live Nation APAC. Evidence of increased engagement emerged from the Derby Day crowd on Saturday, which exceeded 86,000 attendees.